Welcome back to the bowl. Big day on the bowl. Two best dressed people at Barstool Sports.
Is that what we are?
Well, one time Kevin said that you and me look like we share a closet.
I like that. Honestly, actually, I thought those were black watch pants, but they're not. They're nice jeans.
They're nice jeans. I actually do think that we've had this conversation. Well, not you and me, but like the girls. I do think Pavs up there for best dress.
Absolutely up there for best dressed.
Sam Martin
up there for best dressed. I'm very biased. I'd throw Owen in there. I think Owen pulls off a lot of looks that I'm like, how is he pulling that off?
Totally.
Like he'll have like camo shorts and some t-shirt.
I've never seen anyone outside of a millennial woman wear so many blazers. It's like you know what I mean? Always looks amazing, kind of dressed like a she. Yeah.
Yeah. You see. Yeah. After that, it probably falls off pretty quick. Like if I had to.
Everyone
guess.
else here dresses. No, it's a lot of merch.
It's a lot of merch. It's a lot of. It's a lot of merch. A lot of guys who look like they're going to go golfing.
Yeah. Oh, Roan. I would throw Roan.
Roan in there. I think that's it.
I think that's it. I think Rhea and Fran.
Oh, I'm
always.
All the women.
We're talking
here
boys.
Yeah. All the women here are incredibly well dressed.
Yeah, of course.
But the guys, it's a smaller pool.
But I would say if the roles were reversed and I do think I imagine at like a female. Not that like this is a male company, but like a male dominated. Like if this was a female dominated company, I do think we would be seeing boat shoes, Nike shorts.
Can I speak about boat shoes?
I would love to.
The fact that we're pretending Sperry's or boat shoes are cool is infuriating.
I think it's more like I really think a lot of the things that do trends is like class mandated, and I think like having a boat is like something a rich person would have, so boat shoes are cool.
But they're not.
Yeah, I know.
Like even when I was in college, there was a phase where boat shoes were cool. I was in a frat, and guys wore boat shoes all the time. But the new thing that we're doing, where we're pretending like boat shoes are high fashion, is insane.
Yeah, I
think both men's and women's fashion. I would turn this Fishbowl into a fashion show today.
No, I think we can talk. Yeah.
Let's get.
I mean, Barstool's been. This has been a hole in the market for a while for Barstool.
I gotta sit like I'm on a fishbowl. I gotta hide all my fat first. But
you're so skinny.
I
actually think Feits like. I respectfully, that one time first of all, you disgusted me when you ate the banana after you sat in the thing. I almost vomited.
Yeah.
But respectfully, when you got into the banana thing, I was like, Feits is kind of ripped. Respectfully.
Respectfully, thank you very much. It's not the case, but
respectfully, you're bodied up.
I did just lose weight, but what was I saying? Fuck. Oh yeah, I think men's and women's fashion, I think right now is crazy. Between men's, it's like boat shoes are cool, and then for both sexes, flip flops are cool. And
yeah,
then like low
you
rise.
think both sexes flip flops are cool?
I think guys are wearing them the most, or at least men's fashion people are wearing boat shoes and flip flops, and I guess
I haven't seen.
I can't sit like a fishbowl.
I know it's hard. I guess I haven't seen. No, I like man spread on this show. Like I do like kind of, and maybe it's like but like I understand now why Big Cat sits the way he does in these chairs. You would think these are really comfortable. It's more of like I don't know where to distribute my weight.
Yeah.
But we don't have a lot of weight because we're really skinny legends. You know what I mean? But I know what you mean. I guess I didn't realize that flip flops are cool for men. But if something's like uncool, it's cool to wear it. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but in the city. I do. I completely know what you mean, but like I can't get over the hump of wearing exposed. I'm sure it's very different for women.
You're one of. You know what's so crazy, and I'm not trying to call my girl G out. We had a long discussion about how she was like, that's gross, and then she was wearing them like a week or two later. But I really think it's because for women, it's so hard to get around that.
Around not having your shoes exposed.
Yeah, because your only options are tennis shoes. Then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have a lot of options.
Even fucking Birkenstocks, I'm still like a bit.
Oh, I'm out on them.
I'm like I can't.
I was never in.
You were. I was in. Same thing, almost like college. Same thing. I was in them in high school, and then I was in after, and then I can't really do it anymore. I don't know why. I feel like I don't know, just too much exposed ankle out there.
I think I might feel that way. Do you think that you wore them so often now that they're ruined for you? Like you can't go back? Because I think that might be with me with skinny jeans. I think I went so hard on skinny jeans in high school. I can't go back.
That's another thing they're saying is already coming back.
I know.
Once you put on a pair of pants that aren't skinny, you can never go back to
Oh
skinny
my God.
pants.
I have a big foot.
You do?
Yeah, for a woman, not for my size. I have probably the right size foot, but I have a big foot. And like getting my foot through that little skinny jean hole, it's crazy.
you gotta point it like an oar.
Yeah, no, I have to completely point my toes like I'm a ballerina. No, it's crazy. I don't think I can go back on skinny jeans. I also really like, and this is I think where our overlap of clothes is, I do like thrifted and vintage clothing.
I do as well.
Which I also think is like probably why Owen hits the best dress list, because I think he kind of has a similar look.
He very much does. The thing about thrifting that stinks though, and Jackie and I have spoken about this. I just don't have the effort to put into it.
I know. And my friends say the same. Okay, so this was actually one of those moments. You know when you say something and someone looks at you like you were the poorest bitch in the world? I'm at dinner with some friends in Soho, some other like girl comedians. There's someone selling stuff on the side of the street. We go and look at the coats. You know, the coats are expensive. There's a vintage white leather Harley Davidson jacket that has like, it's so cool. My friend Steph is like, I'm going to buy it. And I said, well, if you take a picture of it, you can reverse search it into eBay and you probably could find it for half the price. And she goes, that's so insane. Why wouldn't you just buy it? And I was like, oh, hi, Rachel Patton.
Hi, Rachel Patton.
Hi, Rachel Patton. Okay, I'm reading the chat. They're saying bring Francis in. I think Francis would have an amazing, but that's a boat shoe bitch.
Francis is a boat shoe bitch. He's unfortunately not here. He is also, I feel horrible leaving him off the best dress list. He
is, the Hermes coat game? Hermes coat game?
He wore that coat for a full day.
By the way, it wasn't cold outside. It wasn't quite cold yet.
I think it was like 2 months ago. It might have been
It was fully wool Hermes coat. It was crazy. Like, no, it's so hot outside. Like, you would have to wear that with nothing underneath. Like, you're actually like a flasher.
Yeah, you do the Seinfeld. What's her name? Who does that? The O. Henry Harris.
You know, my Seinfeld was always on as a kid, but that actually is a gap for me.
Really?
It was always on in the background, but I never like went and watched.
What is your what do you watch at night? Like, do you watch
Well,
TV?
where are you in Mad Men?
I've really fallen
No!
off. Yes.
Oh my God, I'm so deep in.
I really like it.
Where did you fall off?
I'm like still like late season 2.
Oh my God, I passed you.
Mid to late. I really, really like it, but it is. It's the first show where I've kind of become my parents a bit, where I don't binge it. Like I do one episode.
Oh wow.
And it just feels it's a little heavy, and I really like it, but it's just like it's such a dense show that
it's dense, yeah.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. When I'm done after one, I'm usually like I could do like a Veep right now or something like that. Like
Veep is also a spot in my education I need to watch. Which
really?
I know. Everyone's surprised by that, but I think it's because I didn't watch TV for a while. Like,
were you a no TV household growing up?
I was a no TV household growing up, but now I have a TV in my bedroom.
I'm thinking about getting mine out.
Really? I don't watch it enough, to be honest.
I watch it. It's just on all day, every day. Like it's disgusting.
Like background noise, or like you're actually sitting there ass in seat?
It's mostly ass in seat.
Because you're not a phone person. You're not a phone TV person.
No. I hate. I actually I used to take the Amtrak back to Boston a lot, and I used to watch movies or TV on my phone the whole trip. And I hate it now. I can't even watch a TikTok on my phone. I for some reason I don't.
You can't watch a TikTok on your phone?
I don't watch TikToks really. But
are you on TikTok?
I have an account, I believe, but I only really watch things that people send me. I think I have an account, but then
you would do numbers on TikTok.
On TikTok?
I think you have a gift that a lot of people don't have, and it's being lovable. I know that sounds crazy to say. That did sound really crazy to say. But I think like some people who are really nice, great people rub people the wrong way. And you don't do that.
I try my best not to.
I think people like you come across like almost like like comfort shows?
Yes.
You're like a comfort parasocial relationship for people.
Really?
I think Grace O'Malley has the same thing. Who's someone else who has that? Nick, do you feel like there's someone? I think Teffy online has it. Is that how you say her name? She's on TikTok. She's huge on TikTok.
Not familiar. I was
She's
just
more
pulling
for
up
the girls.
John's old TikTok account, which
This
is
Harmonies? Yeah, baby.
unbelievable.
Wait, show me.
I thought that we've talked about this on KFC Radio a few times. When TikTok first started coming out, and people were like, "You just have to do dumb shit on it," and I had this idea.
This was your idea? Wait.
Like, the voices.
You kind of showed too much when you jumped, I'll be honest. Like, what?
Yeah.
It's a little too much. I'm surprised you didn't get flagged.
But I would sing because, like, my face, it looks like my knees and many people's knees, it looks like there's a little baby doll trapped in.
Oh, yeah, you
know
do
what I
have
mean?
baby doll knees.
So I would sing the music with my knees.
Oh, and we can't play the music. Can we
No.
try to guess the song by the... Oh, I can read it. Wait, Nick, will you cover up... Is there a way to cover up the song and we can guess from how his knees are moving?
Take that down.
If you can do this, that'll be the most impressive thing I've ever seen in my life.
Don't do that one because I did see the song.
That would be. But I when we came up with that idea, I was like, now we just wait. Now we're famous. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, of course.
And
I've had many of those thoughts before.
I was asked to make a marketing brief for it, which I was like,
What?
are we serious right now?
I mean,
Like-
no disrespect, but you like didn't even... You had like under 2,000 followers.
I think we did it like 3 times. Like, it was not what we didn't. Maybe it might have been 5 times, but it was not like something we were really gung ho about. Because why get gung ho? I already had the idea. It was like it was done. There was no reason to get gung ho. But it was
that one.
it was-
That one you're wearing like
you kind of...
briefs or something.
I think we should have cut the videos a little bit.
Honestly, I don't even think I was the one posting them.
We look at your
we had
demographic,
Zach-
it's all gay men.
We had 3 people filming this. Somebody was like holding a ring light every time.
You had a 3-person team?
It was insane.
You had makeup?
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Do you have a name for the babies on your knees?
It was Harmonies.
You didn't name each, though, something.
No. It was the 2 knees in together were the
Harmonies.
Harmonies. Harma, Knees, obviously. And man, oh man, that's to this day. I think that still might be my best idea at Barstool. It just didn't work out.
That's amazing. Sometimes I feel like a little embarrassed by how many things I've tried at Barstool and like have failed. But then like I hear like about that and I'm like, I forget that like people have tried many things here.
That is part of the issue of being here. Is like we're all so in our own heads that we think we're the only ones who get hate or we're the only ones who failed, and like all of us have 10 billion failures.
Yeah.
They're more fun to talk about than the successes. The successes are boring to talk about. The failures are the fun ones.
And a lot of times like not even failures, but things that maybe like ran its course, like they're still on the internet.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I first got here, someone was like, "You should listen to Ronan Francis's musical podcast," and I'm like, "You made that up." I was like, "That's not real."
Yeah, I vaguely remember that now. Obviously, that was at the old office, right?
Yeah, that was HQ2. That was an early one.
Was that wasn't Young and Happy though? That was
No. It was called something Offended the Musical, and the titles are
Such an Austin comedy
so
name.
out of pocket. Like you go and look at it now, and it's like we were just putting that on iTunes, like not worried about suppressed anything. Yeah, it's. I'll dig some up. I'll see if there's any we could play.
Some of the beauty I've been like Grace O'Malley always tells me not to worry about my digital footprint, and I'm like, no, these things will follow me forever.
Oh, see, I couldn't disagree more.
I think you guys have just been around longer.
It's because Kevin's had fears about like KFC Radio and his kids. I'm like, if you think kids are gonna come back and listen to 30-year-old podcasts, like
I think it'll be like actual like a Vine, for example. Like if you told me a Vine, I probably couldn't find it.
no.
Unless it was a really popular Vine that made its way to like a YouTube compilation. But like, I made Vines, they're gone.
Yeah, they're
gone.
What we've done as content creators or whatever the hell you call it, we just in movies when a big law firm sends a small law firm the discovery they asked for, and it's like 6 truckloads of discovery.
Yeah.
That's what we've done. Like
Yeah.
you can't find my content. There's
And the
way too
only
much.
way to like make it more buried is just to make more.
Exactly.
I also kind of feel like if, say I was a child of Kevin's, if I found the podcast, it would maybe make me like relate to my dad more.
Yeah, or either, but like I'm never gonna watch something like I'm thinking about just myself with my parents. Like say my parents were famous podcasters.
You weren't gonna watch?
Never in a million years would I've watched.
I actually think it's kind of fucked up that our parents can watch our stuff.
My parents luckily don't. Ever.
I don't think they should.
I
It's not
gave them
fair.
like not the riot act by any stretch, but like when I was 21, I think when I got the job, and I told them, I was like, do not consume it if you have any opinions on it. If you're like, I'm acting, I'm not acting, but I'm performing, and I'm highlighting certain parts of myself, and I'm exaggerating certain parts of myself.
It's also like this is gonna sound crazy because we're just talking to microphones, and everyone's like, "Oh, you work at you have the easiest job ever." Like, yeah, I know, but it is still being creative.
Yes, it's one of those things. Like, it's not.
You're just expressing yourself.
Which is it's honestly, it's kind of being emotional, which is fucking hard to do.
It's also kind of being a character. Like some of the things, like it is just a heightened version.
Yes.
But it's like this isn't like we are talking to microphones. We're aware of the microphones. You didn't eavesdrop on this conversation. Do you know what I mean? So if I say something that you're like, no one would say. Yeah, no one would say that. I have a microphone in my face. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah. No, I know exactly. It is. We always say we're not coal miners, but it's not easy. Like that's always my biggest the criticism I get the most mad about is people who say to Barstool people, I could do this. Anyone could do your job or something like that. Because you can. You're right. You are 100% right. Anyone can do this job. You just have to do it. You're choosing not to, and you're choosing to say that instead.
Yeah, agreed.
There's no barrier of entry.
You can open your phone at any moment. Yeah.
Look around this company. There's no barrier of entry. If you think you can do this, do it.
Yeah, I totally agree.
There's people right now like shitting on the people at Beach House, being like they're just drinking all weekend. It's like they're drinking on weekend while somebody holds a phone in their face with every fucking thing they do.
Yeah.
If someone did that to me for a split second, I would stop drinking and go mute.
Yeah.
Like, I would just be
Well,
like, what's going on?
Me and my boyfriend were talking about the fact that like 2 weekends ago, Jackie was like, I'm not gonna be drinking then. Like I'm not like, if you guys are gonna show text messages, like I'm not gonna be like touchy with Danny in front of you guys. Like I'm not gonna drink. I'm gonna stay far away from him. I talked to Jackie in the Beach House the weekend after. Blackout. And like
I think we all saw the video.
I actually think like what they're doing requires a huge talent. Like,
Yes.
They are so vulnerable. They're being their most sloppy, like baby, like drunk, crazy selves with no inhibition in front of a camera. Like I could not do that. I really couldn't. Like that's something that's like really a talent. I really do. Like I am
You don't
like
think you could?
I
You're not much of a drinker though, right?
no.
No.
I don't really black out because I don't really drink.
That would hinder you in this
Yeah.
process.
But you're not much of a drinker anymore either.
Not anymore, but there was a time when I would have been just fine at the shore.
Yeah, I think there was a time for me too, but it wasn't long.
Yeah, it was this time.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, are we gonna guess?
It was about the time I came up with a harmonies concept.
Okay. Bup.
Do you want any hints at all, or
Yeah, is it a can you give me like a solo artist?
do you want the artist? Because it comes from a movie musical.
No, this is Gimme Gimme Gimme. A Man After Midnight.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, is this the one that we?
I saw
did?
it.
Okay,
That's why I was like, don't pick that one.
Fucking crazy.
It's Gimme A Man After Midnight. Nick, I'm looking at the knees. It's so clear that's Gimme 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 Man After Midnight.
It's also like the worst idea for me is someone who has literally no rhythm whatsoever. Like
You don't think you have any rhythm?
I have none. In fact, I have two pretty good examples of that. One, many years ago, Camille Kostick, she was doing like a Never Not Dancing thing on Instagram, and she came to the office to teach me how to dance.
To collab with Harmonies?
Yeah, no.
Imagine it got so big that's like celebrities were on Harmonies. Like, you know what I mean?
Just
Like,
the heads of their dicks sticking out.
like Adam Sandler's promoting Happy Gilmore too, and he has to go do Harmonies.
I mean, I would have been James Corden's fucking carpool karaoke, but with these.
So much better.
But Camille came to teach me how to dance, and she was like, "Oh, you're one of those people who you dance to the words, not the lyrics. I'm not the beat."
Yeah,
And I was like, I'm just dancing to anything I can glob onto. And then Jackie and I were talking about this on the show the other day after her, famous night where she was like, it must have been the bed that was so loud. And we were like, oh, that sucks, because when you start hearing like a creak or whatever sex noise you're hearing, that always, I'm like, if I hear a rhythm, it's just gonna throw me off. Like that's how bad my rhythm is. If I hear a rhythm, it just throws off anything.
Wait, can you expand on that more? If you hear a rhythm,
I like move against the rhythm.
so like say you hear a bed say you're in the room partaking in a certain activity.
Yes.
And you start to hear a noise from the activity, it throws off your rhythm?
Correct. It throws me off completely. I have to stop having sex if I hear noise.
What? Is your mattress on the floor? Like, what do you do? Do you have a bed frame?
No, I'm just a virgin.
Oh, makes sense. Well, then how would you know?
No, I don't. It doesn't happen often. Most beds are pretty set in place. But
Do you start counting? Like,
what? I don't know. I honestly, I'm kind of getting nervous even just trying to picture it right now.
no,
Like,
I'm kind of like, should we put a freestyle on and let you like try to like rap along with it or something?
You can put on whatever you want. I don't like rap.
Well, rap has to do with rhythm. That's why I was thinking that, but that's too much.
I'm
'cause you
thinking
have to
more
think
like
about lyrics.
body movement, and I don't know. I don't have it.
How about like a popular dance, like a TikTok dance or something? Like, are you able to follow that?
I wouldn't know one.
Okay.
But if you told me one,
Oh. Wait, so are his knees singing Miss Jackson?
I don't think so. Oh, is this just for me to move to?
Yeah. I think this is good. I think that's good. I think this is
What
good.
am I like? What am I moving to? I'm not.
Can we get some
moving to
footwork?
anything.
Can we get some footwork? Just like maybe salsa to it a little bit?
I can't.
You look like someone who would have rhythm, though.
Hang on, I'm gonna switch heads.
Okay. You look like someone who would have rhythm, so I'm surprised by it. Okay. No, it's good. It is very upper body focused.
All upper body.
I feel like that was pretty good.
I got no more music now. If that was okay,
Can you clap on beat?
I highly doubt it, but I'm down to try that as well.
Okay, Nick, give us a beat.
I got the intro song in here. Try that.
Sorry, we're making you do all this. Okay, clap on the downbeat. It's like, you hear it, it's the big kick drum.
I don't.
No, you were right. You were right. It was just, you were right. Oh, okay, this is crazy.
I just didn't,
Okay, that was crazy.
I didn't,
That was actually crazy.
I didn't even know what I was trying to clap on. I was just
No,
like,
just like clap with it.
Throwing downbeat at him was
I know,
what I
that was
heard
bad.
downbeat.
No, it's like the kick drum. It's like the. Ba-da-da-da-da.
Isn't that the 1 and 3? Is that the downbeat? I actually don't know.
That's
that
what
well.
you're supposed to clap. You know what I've never understood? Why do we clap on 2 and 4?
That's what I usually.
That's what
do,
they
I
say to
think.
do. They say to
Yeah.
clap on 2 and 4, but why? Is anyone like a drummer that can tell us why we clap on 2 and 4?
No.
Okay, anyways, that was crazy.
It's-
I believe you now.
Okay.
But I think you've learned to mask it really well because the dancing wasn't bad.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
you have mobility.
I just move slowly, and that people think that's on rhythm, but I don't know how to be on.
Yeah, you kind of like were doing the wave, but with your own body.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Honest to God, like even as I was standing there trying to dance on beat, in my head I was just going block out the noise, block out the noise, block out the noise.
Oh, I see.
And I was just kind of moving how I can move, but like if I try to move with music or with rhythm, it's a tough scene.
Were you ever someone who like went to a club and danced?
I went to a club and went crazy. I don't know if I would say like I danced. Like I would go to clubs. Not that I was a clubber. I was more of a dive bar guy. But like I've certainly been in clubs, and I'm not a person who's afraid of a dance floor. But I'm more just kind of doing shit than dancing.
I could see a world where you go to a club, put earplugs in.
And just sit in the booth.
No, just
Or out
so you can dance.
Oh, so I can dance.
You
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
hear the music then. Just like.
It is. It's. I don't know. It's a very embarrassing disability. I guess it's an ability I don't have. I guess that's a disability.
Disability is so fun. It's like like you're in like the disabled class, and it's like, well, what's yours? And you're like, I can't dance.
I can't. I get all
Something
of,
in Hairspray, like he can't. Happy Feet. He can't dance.
all of my, not all of them. I have many issues, but actually, I would say all of my issues are between here, and I'm counting just like hearing.
So physically, you think you're like peak.
Not certainly not.
It's just the
peak,
brain.
but just like my body can move. My ears can't hear,
You think you're overthinking it?
and then I can't. I think I'm.
Do you think you're an
overthinking it.
overthinker?
Not in most things. Most things I'm a non-thinker, but I think if someone tells me to be on the beat, then I lock in too hard. And I try and focus it, and I just don't have the skill to find the beat.
I do the same thing. Like in pop punk, I'm always afraid of forgetting the lyrics, and whenever I tell myself don't forget the lyrics, I forget the lyrics.
Really?
So you just have to go on autopilot. Like you've sang it before, it'll come back.
What do you do to memorize lyrics?
I just say them over and over and over again.
Say them over
and like before we go on stage, I'll run through all the lyrics, but not like in time with the song. Like I'll just be like, good for you.
Yeah. Have you ever done that thing where you like write like the first letter?
I've done that to memorize like lines.
Yeah, I tried that recently for the first time. I thought it was kind of hard. I thought it was easy. I thought it made remembering the words easier, but then I found saying the words in rhythm harder.
Yeah.
Like saying the words like.
Is this for what were you memorizing? Like lines for something?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I also feel like then I think like with memorizing lines, I think you should just like read them and memorize them because otherwise, and that's just for me, because I think otherwise you start to sound like a robot. And
Yeah,
it sounds
that's
fake, and it sounds like bad acting, or it sounds like acting that's like, what do you mean? You know what I mean?
That was exactly my criticism of it. I found that like I was saying words not the way I usually.
You would say them. Yeah. I feel like honestly, like even like when they were with Wicked, like Ariana Grande was like, I wouldn't practice this stuff too much. I think you can't over practice it.
Yeah.
I also think almost all television, I'm sure like if you were like in a pretentious movie, it'd be different. But it seems like a lot of these like sitcoms, they like loosely learn the words and then kind of improv. I hear that Always Sunny. I hear that about like even in like I'll get auditions and they'll be like really be open to improv, and it's like. Okay, like I think it's just so natural.
I'm glad you're saying that because I've done a few auditions myself, and then like I see most of the things are for things I didn't get, and then I see it when it comes out, and I'm like, that's not at all what they had me doing.
I think that
Like everything. I again, like, let's call it 4 auditions I've done in the last year. All of the stuff has come out. None of the stuff is what I auditioned.
Well, you are quite the actor now.
Oh yes.
What is like? Do you have big dreams like for? Are you just like loving making things, or like is there like something where you're like, you know, I'd like to make a movie?
I would say loving making things. But yeah, I would say I have I have all the goals. You know, well,
say you
won't achieve them, but like I definitely.
Yeah, I think you will.
It's a lane where I'm like, oh, I enjoy this, and I think I can get better at this.
Has this always been something you've enjoyed and wanted to do, or is this like a new discovery?
It's never something I've done before. So I've always enjoyed movies and TV, but I've never I didn't do elementary school stuff. I wasn't like.
But you didn't like watch it like say in your early 20s. You didn't watch movies and think like I kind of want to do this.
I don't know if I had that second step in my early 20s. I watched a lot, and even before then, of movies and TV. I think it's why I failed out of college. Like all I did was.
You failed out of college? Sorry, I don't know your lore. I guess.
I failed out of a lot of colleges.
How many?
It depends what you want to count and what you don't, but it could be up as high as 7, 8.
What?
Like I was probably only enrolled in 3, but I took classes at like 7 or 8.
That's really impressive.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I think one of the things I would do when I was there is I was obviously very sad. But
so you failed out because you were sad? Do you think you had like undiagnosed ADHD or like?
It was depression.
Yeah,
sure.
Okay.
And I had it bad, but I wouldn't leave my room, and what I would do was I would just watch TV, and I would watch TV for like, I was on megaupload.com back in the day, and I would just watch.
It.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm like
before
really
your
young.
time.
I'm like really young.
Honestly, like Mega Upload you were probably 5.
Yeah, I don't know Mega Upload.
But I would just watch like full seasons of television for like.
Wait, maybe I do know Mega Upload because I used to search like actually I think I do because I used to search like How I Met Your Mother season 3 episode 4 and then I'd have to go through all the link. Wow, you unlocked.
Yes,
I was around for it. I was around
what
for
you're
it.
talking about.
I was around for it. Yeah. I do remember that.
So I just watched that, and I just wouldn't go to class, and I would just watch TV and movies.
You weren't like you didn't have like that. See, I have like a deep rooted fear as someone who's also depressed in college. I have a deep rooted fear of authority and disappointing people.
I do not have that fear.
You don't have that fear.
No, I actually do not have a fear of disappointing people at all. In fact, I always say like when my parents would get mad at me as a kid, Like, we're disappointed, not mad.
You were like, and?
Oh, that's the easy one.
Yeah, it's like, all right.
Like, I can handle that. That's
It might be more of like a female trait too, like to be more worried about what other people think of you.
But I also was, I knew who I was. And I was like, I'm not a bad kid.
No, you're not.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm doing what kids do. So if you're disappointed,
Yeah.
like, what, you're surprised I was at a party in high school? That's what you're disappointed about?
Wow, that's a really good perspective to have as a kid. Because I do look back and I kind of wish, I wish I had more fun.
Yeah.
But I think I was just so afraid of like disappointing people that I didn't have fun.
I don't know. I'm a fun. I'm
fun now.
Like
Now that we both don't really drink.
Yeah. I'm easier to be around these days. But yeah, that was my extent. That was the extent of like my time. I always loved it. I really loved.
And now look at you're getting rid of your TV.
Yeah. Well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, totally. Still have your laptop.
But no, the reason I want to get rid of it is because all the streaming services changed their, I guess, method of operation, and everything just runs nonstop now. And I want to play 3 episodes and shut off so I don't wake up at 4 a.m. to like gunshots and some movie I wasn't watching.
Well, that's how I feel about YouTube. I don't have YouTube Plus because like I'm not gonna conform, and
I also don't. So.
I'll listen to like Science for Sleep. Incredible. I fall asleep in 5 seconds and then I'll wake up to the loudest fucking commercial you've ever. Why are the YouTube videos on like volume 5 and then the commercials are on like volume 25? Like, why is it so much louder?
There has to be something to it because Netflix did it with like all the intro songs were louder. There has to be a reason that they want to wake you back up.
They know.
Yeah.
Like they're not stupid.
The Netflix CEO, I don't think it was Sarandos. I think it was before Sarandos was the CEO. But had a like kind of a bleak quote once, maybe like 6-7 years ago, where he was like, "Our competitor isn't Hulu.
It's YouTube.
It's sleep."
No.
Yeah. He's like, our competitor is sleep, and so I think that's where all the loud extra noise.
Our competitor isn't. Netflix. Our competitor isn't Hulu. It's spending time with your children. Like, what do you mean sleep?
It's like, imagine if they said that in a Philip Morris boardroom in the 90s. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Oh my God. That's really crazy. It's nurturing your relationship.
Yeah.
What? It's your spouse. That's so crazy.
There was one time, it was fairly recently, I was watching something on Prime, and Prime was one of the last ones to make the switch to doing the, we don't ask, we just start something next.
Yeah.
And I fell asleep watching like Spotlight or some low-key movie. And I woke up at like 4 a.m. to Terrifier 2.
Yeah.
I was like, how did we get to Terrifier?
I know. And why did they make a second one? Yeah. And I really do think like if they're going to play something immediately after, it should be.
Stay in the genre. Stay like, keep going to Michael Keaton for me.
Or even go like a little bit lighter.
Lighter would be even better.
A little bit lighter. Because you don't know. Like, yeah, they should only be able to play Ted Lasso. Or something like that. That's so crazy. I find it interesting that you never saw yourself as. It's also funny that you struggle with depression because you seem such like a happy-go-lucky guy. Check in on your fun friends.
Yeah.
Check in on your happy friends.
Yeah, that would be a good recommendation. But wait.
So then you never. But now you have ambitions of, so like say you were cast in like a Christopher Nolan film.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, the offers, they start coming.
They're rolling in now. Oh, yeah. You played Odysseus?
Are you done with the internet? Do you leave the internet? Do you leave Barstool? Do you?
I certainly hope I never leave Barstool. But I'm kind of gone off the internet already. I'm pretty, like, I don't really like it.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I don't think it was healthy for me, and so I'm on the internet obviously, but I'm not doing most of the stuff I used to do. Like I post and ghost on things, and then I read magazines. So I think I'm pretty off.
Paper?
Yeah.
Not like on your Kindle.
Mm-mm. I get magazines mailed to my house, and I read.
What magazines?
I get right now. I'm in the market for some new ones in case anyone has others. But right now, I do the New Yorker, the Atlantic, GQ, and Vanity Fair. And I get everything I need. I don't like people. Are always, that's what I always used to think when I was on the internet, where I'd be like, "Oh,
you're single-handedly the only person getting magazines."
I honestly sometimes I feel like I'm the first person to like realize
they cut down a tree a month for you. That's so many magazines. But I actually
I want more. I'm like now I'm addicted to the magazines. Now I want more.
You ever read Cosmopolitan?
I used to as a kid.
It's hot.
Yeah, that's why I read it as a kid.
I know, me too. I would steal them from my sister, and I was like, it'd be like things to drive him crazy, and I'm like, oh shit.
I still remember being like 15, roughly something like that, and reading Things to Drive Him Crazy. And
They're insane things, by the way.
one was put your pinky
Of course.
into his penis. Not in his butt, into his penis.
Penis! Oh my God! Correct me if I'm wrong. There's no room for that.
There's no room for that.
Wait, that's so crazy.
I was like, I remember being like, I had a girlfriend at the time, and I was like, you would never do something like that. And we had never had sex or anything like that, but it was just like a question to another human.
Well, clearly you don't have rhythm. You can't do it.
But I was like, this isn't a thing. And she's like, I'd never heard of that. But it's scarring, clearly. Like 20 years later, I'm still talking about it.
Yeah, that's insane. Okay, so is there something you've read in the magazines recently that really, just has got your brain going, like something really interesting?
Everything. So last night I read an article in The Atlantic about marriage and how the institution is really prevailing despite the fact that we did not expect it would be. And I learned a lot about marriage that I didn't know. And it was I'll tell you about the article.
Yeah, tell me about the article.
Basically everything we know about marriage is wrong. That, like it's on the decline and it's going the way of the dodo and all this stuff. In the 70s, when women couldn't have bank accounts or
you had to be married.
Women
only started getting credit cards in the 70s.
In the 70s, right. And that was when no-fault divorce was instituted.
Uh-huh.
Then a woman couldn't say, I want a divorce. So immediately they spiked, obviously.
Of course. Well,
people were in horrible
Betty Draper would have been out of there in a heartbeat.
Yeah. So 80, and I'd heard that in the 70s, things kind of changed. And I just assumed they were going that way, the same way they've been going since the 70s. Not the case. Since 81, everything spiked in 81. Since 81, divorce has been on a downtrend. And it's down 40% since it was in 81.
Wow.
Which I found stunning. And the marriages are up 3% in the last 20 years, and that millennials are becoming more into marriage and understanding the benefits that it has. And I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. And this part I didn't really agree with. At the end, they were saying that the benefits of marriage are you really can't doubt them. In a healthy marriage, of course.
Yeah.
They're undoubtable. The men succeed to much higher heights. Women succeed to much higher heights.
Oh, I didn't know that.
In happy marriages. In unhappy marriages, obviously, it's a very different case.
Yeah, of course.
And the article was saying basically, like, in the past, we've done public service announcements to deter trends that are leading young people down unhealthy paths, be it for teen pregnancy, be it for smoking. Like, the government would say, like, this is actually a bad thing for you, and it's the way you guys are going right now. And it was throwing out the idea that the government should have commercials to say the positives of marriage and stuff like that. And I was like, that might be too far, but I am happy I read this article. I think the government starts putting out, like, have a baby, it's good for you. That's a weird...
Well, see, saying having a baby, it's good for you is dumb, but like in Tokyo, the governor is a woman, and she said there's lots of benefits if you have a child. There's huge tax breaks, help from the government, and so but also they've been really struggling with the decline of their population. So that totally spiked people having children. So it's like, I don't need a commercial telling me to have a baby. I need financial benefits.
Right. And that's what it said. The article also mentioned, like, a lot of the stuff, when you're talking about the positives of marriage, it's kind of like on the fence to say, where it's like men feel like when they're the breadwinner, they feel, I forget, or like when kids are raised in a 2-parent home versus a 1-parent home, they are 3 times more likely to go to college. They're 3 times more likely to have a successful job.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, it's an uncomfortable thing to say because you can't, it's not you're guaranteed to fail the other way.
It's also like, it's not the children's fault if that is not given to them.
Right. But I thought that was interesting, where it was like, it's things you don't really, because it's not implying that you're going to be a failure the other way around, but it is saying, like, it is much better if this happens, if you can make it work.
There's a book called The Female Brain, and it goes through, I heard on Roan.com, Roan talking about meadow divorce, which is, it's when people get divorced after a woman goes through menopause. So when a woman goes through menopause, she loses all the estrogen in her body, which is like the female hormone that makes you be a caregiver. So a lot of times when women before menopause, they're caregivers, they're providers, they're more happy to do things for their husband and their family. But then after menopause, they're kind of like, I give you like 40 years of my life. Like, I kind of want to be a girl boss too. Like, I want to travel. I want to do shit too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, modern marriage is different. But a lot of people get divorced after menopause because that caregiving hormone is gone and nothing really hormonally has changed in the male body. So now you have a partner who's like, listen, my terms have changed. And even though they've been the same for 20 years or however long you've been married, my terms have now changed and this is now what I want from you. And like the men are kind of like, whoa. And the women like are like, well, I can't do the old stuff anymore. That's not in me anymore. You know what I mean? And I feel like the more information we have about our bodies, which we're getting more and more. Another issue is that there was no testing on women. So like when people are like, well, men are simple, women are complex. We're only complex because there's been no.
You weren't checking.
People weren't checking in on. Like
you didn't lift the hood.
Yeah, like when people talk about ADHD, like being a fidgety and stuff, that's only in men. That's not how women ADHD is. That's not how women ADHD.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Women ADHD is withdraw, pull back, quiet.
Interesting.
Depression is kind of how it usually looks. So anyways, but people don't know. We only started doing research on that recently. So anyways, Nick heard all about this at dinner. It was like all of like the wags going off on this at the punk dinner. Anyways,
I was standing there the whole time like, this is wildly interesting to know. Like, we just haven't tested women for shit. Well,
recently, only
like
this year,
vaccines and shit, just dudes.
It was only dudes, and only recently this year they started testing tampons on blood-like substances. It was only water before.
Wait, I'm sorry. What's that?
Only this year, or maybe it was last year, they started testing tampons on blood-like substances. They were only testing it on water before, which is obviously a different. I know. It kind of seems. I think it must have been cheaper, and they were finally called out.
Oh.
But anyways, all this to say, I feel like marriages could only be doing better because we know more about each other.
Yes.
And I also think that book, Modern Love, Modern Dating, that Aziz Ansari wrote forever ago, pre-cancellation, which I heard he was back, and then I never saw it.
He's got a movie coming out. Like,
oh, okay.
Right, I'm not a huge Aziz guy.
I always thought he was kind of funny. Yeah.
I saw him open for Chappelle at Chappelle's 50th.
Oh, cool.
MSG, and he was hilarious that night. That was the funniest I've ever seen him.
Energy, like,
yeah,
the energy is so good. But anyways, in that book, he was saying less people are getting married, and they're getting married later, but they're happier. That
is what basically this was saying, and I think that's makes the most sense in the world. I think getting married very young is crazy.
I think it's crazy,
and I think
I think having a baby young is crazy.
I think it's nuts.
I'll love to.
We're gonna live till like 90. Why are you doing it now?
We have so much time, girls. We have so much time.
We're gonna live fucking forever.
I know. I'm gonna live forever. Yeah.
Trust me, dying is really, really hard.
No one ever dies young. I've never heard of anyone ever dying young.
But it's interesting. You were saying too. You said something about Korea and their
in Japan.
Their Korea as well. Then. Because it was mentioning how other first world countries are not on the same trend as America is. And they think it's because America is changing, at least. That like a lot of Korea, a lot of Japan is stuck in the old world where men are still not helping around the house. And it was comparing to like, I think in the 80s, a man did like 30% of the work of a mother. A dad did like 30% of the work of the mother. And today it's more like 70% the work of the mother.
Well, I also think people who don't want to have kids don't have kids. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like where it's like, I think some of these men back then, like they probably didn't want to have kids, but it's like, you have kids. That's just what you do.
Right.
It's a sign of status. Like if you're a woman and you don't have kids, it's like kind of shameful. Where it's like now, like those people who don't want to have kids so they don't spend time with their kids, they just don't have them.
They just don't have them. Yeah. There's like, I'll just do my own thing.
Yeah, like I don't need to have.
It's acceptable to do your own thing.
Do you see yourself getting married?
Well, I just read an article on marriage. No, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm also not like I gotta get married one day.
It's not like something that like defines your worth as a human being.
No, but I'm also not like I'll never get married. It doesn't make any sense. Blah blah blah. Like
I mean, come on, combined finances. There's nothing better.
Well, that was with the Taylor stuff. Everyone's talking about that, where it's like,
oh, I bet that prenup is tight.
But I bet I actually see that was what I was saying. I bet it's easier. I bet it's
they're both
like
rich.
Yeah, where it's like you
but
just
she's
keep more money, I'll keep my
billionaire.
money. But Travis obviously doesn't.
Oh, you're saying he doesn't need any more money?
He's going. He's going like I don't know, whatever the language is that we just both keep our money. Who cares? Like I don't need any of her.
Yeah, totally.
Travis, I think I've read he's worth 1/8 of her, and he's worth $200 million. Like he doesn't need a dollar.
I imagine you get to a point where it's like, I don't need any more money.
That's
right?
what I mean. Like he must have hit that point 10 years ago. Like you can't spend that money. The money you're not even spending is making $30 million a year.
Yeah.
Right? Or whatever, right? If it, $20 million a year if you're hoping to get a 10% return.
Yeah.
Like you can't outspend that. You can't spend that.
As long as you can afford to have like get an Uber at any situation, even though like I enjoy taking the train, I take the train, but like the amount of wealth that I would really like is just being able to always take an Uber if I need to.
Are do you not take Ubers because you're? Or I'm sorry. Do you not take the subway out of scared or just out of
No,
like,
I take the subway all the time.
Yeah.
It's more of like, oh, it's late at night and the next subway's not for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like alone and I just want to sit in the car. And my shoes hurt my feet. And like that would just like that kind of wealth would like, that's not even really asking that much, is it?
No.
Okay. No, I think I want to be a billionaire. Yeah.
The when you were talking about one of the books earlier, I forget what the name you said it was, but it reminded me of a book my dad's currently reading, and we were talking about marriage. My dad's reading a book called The Left-Handed Woman, I believe. He's trying to read more books to be like my mom.
Royalty.
Yeah, is that what it is?
If you're left-handed, I thought that meant you were royal.
Oh, I'm left-handed.
Oh. It's royal or inbred? I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Both?
Yeah, I'm
Same
just
thing.
kidding. Yeah.
But he had a quote that I loved, or he told me a quote that I loved that I still think about a lot, but applies to that marriage thing, where he read a book. It's a very feminist book, and it's you gotta be a pretty great husband to be better than no husband. And I was like, damn, that's a cool quote.
That is a good quote, and I think it might also apply to the women too. Like I feel like I haven't had like a ton of boyfriends, but I will say like my boyfriends are the best ever. He's actually the best person in the whole world. And I
met him, he's very nice.
He's really, really the best. And I like when people always say this, but you know when people are like, you know when you know, like I don't know if I subscribe to that. I don't think you know if you know.
I would not subscribe to that.
But I will say, if you're like, I don't know if this is working, I think you know when you don't know. If you're like, I don't know if this is working, I don't know if I really like having this person around, they kind of bother me. Oh, it's not it.
Yeah.
Because like I'm having the time of like the way like people call their mom is how I call my boyfriend. Like if I have like 30 seconds, like when Danny went to pee in that security video, I called my boyfriend for 30 seconds while he was peeing. Like, cause I just like want to chat. And so it's like if your person you're around kind of annoys you or like tears you down, there's just no reason.
There's plenty of.
It's just like no reason. Like you just
go get another person.
Yeah, or like just call your sister. Like you don't need like call your friend. Like it's just more fun to hang out with your friend, anyways, isn't it?
But some people, I don't know about yourself. Myself, I don't need another person. I'm very.
I think I wouldn't
content
need one either.
To be
to
alone.
Be honest.
I very often prefer it. I really like being with people, but I also really like being alone, and I think that's also part of the whole thing that marriage is doing better is people aren't getting into marriages because they like you're saying with the kids where it's like I don't need someone else. I'm perfectly happy here right now.
I hope that's us evolving.
I hope so.
I think that's good.
I think so. But I also think like I think I do a good job of getting both because I think it's very important to be around people as well.
Me too.
Like I think my alone time is humongously important. But
I'm a homebody to a fault.
Yeah, but also but being out, I'm both. I'm very much a leave me alone in this room. But people who don't leave the room, I think you got to fix that because like I love going to events and going to shows and being around people and enjoying society, which I don't think a lot of people do anymore.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people do that anymore. I feel like
that was actually a different article I read recently.
Gen Z's not drinking, so they're not going out.
No, it was about how like up until like the 50s maybe society accepted the idea that when we went into public we were there to have a good time and we were there to have fun and we were like even if we weren't having the best time, if we were out to dinner, we were at least like we weren't being rude to the waiter, we were in public and we were acting so. And I think they said like for some reason the populace of the car helped change that people like started having more privacy and then deciding that what the world had to see was their true self rather than just their fun self. And since then, it's become a pretty steady decline in people's happiness in public. Which I'm very much like, if I'm going out, I'm not going to go out and be in a bad mood.
No, I know.
Going out, I'm gonna go out.
Same.
And
I'm gonna put my face on.
which is
customer service voice.
it's insane that.
And I'm not trying to be fake.
No, I'm just trying to.
But I think that that's why, and I would say that we're similar here. I think that that's why we like alone time, because I think we have to recharge because we put energy out. I have a friend who was in a movie with John Cena, and she said she was talking to him because he does like a million things. Like he's kind of like The Rock where he's doing a million things. She's talking to him and he's like really still, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "I just have to conserve all the energy I can."
Which I actually totally get that.
But I get that too, but it's like, if I'm going to go out, I'm not going to be, he was at work, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not judging him. But like, if I'm going to go out, I'm not going to be like, sorry, I'm tired.
Like what I'll do is I'll go to the bathroom a couple times and I'll just sit there for a minute alone and like.
You hear about Jackie taking naps in the bathroom?
I am well aware of Jackie's nap situation.
I'm like worried she's going to get kidnapped somewhere.
Yeah. There have been a couple of KFC radio nights out where someone had to carry Jackie home.
Oh my gosh.
And it's not even her drinking. I don't think. I think she just falls asleep.
She's so precious. She's so great. She's just killing it on Beach House. But yeah, that's so interesting. Speaking of people who fall asleep, the best way to hold on to summer is to hold on a cup of Stella Blue coffee. Whether you love a bold, dark roast, indulgent flavors, or our newest variety, Miss Peaches 100% Colombian, we've got a cold brew for everyone. Better, fresher cold brew at home in just 3 easy steps. Steep, refrigerate, enjoy, and the best part, every purchase helps homeless pets find their forever homes. Do you have a pet?
I do not have a pet.
Do you have a family pet?
I did. I had a family dog growing up and then another dog when I got older. But I'm don't have a pet right now.
Were they homeless? Did you adopt them? Okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. He has one flaw. He has one flaw, everyone. It's okay. He does a lot for the community. And the best part, every purchase helps homeless pets find their forever homes. Like my cat, Sleepy Joe. Grab Miss Peaches or any of our cold brew varieties now at Amazon or StellaBlueCoffee.com, where you can use promo code Fishbowl for 20% off of $25 or more. That's Fishbowl, all caps, FISHBOWL. Grab Miss Peaches or any of our cold brew varieties now at Amazon or StellaBlueCoffee.com, where you can use promo code Fishbowl for 20% off orders of $25 or more. All caps, FISHBOWL.
I did adopt a dog once though.
You adopted one once? You gave it back.
I gave it back.
Really?
Yeah.
What was I kind of like?
Adopt is loose there.
Yeah.
You fostered.
It was no, I adopted it. It was when I was at FSU. I was
Oh, well, you weren't well.
I was like 17, 18.
You weren't well.
I was like, what can I do to get better? And I had the idea.
Were you in a frat?
No. This was like I had moved down there, like I'd been down there for like 2 weeks and I just didn't have any friends. And I was like, what can I do to break this spell? And I was like, maybe a dog will help me. And so I went to a pound and I got a dog. And after like 3 days, I brought it back to the pound. And I was like, why did you give a dog to a depressed 17-year-old? Like, this is...
They were like, you look old for your age.
Yeah, like, this is insane. I have none of the necessary skills to handle this dog right now.
What was his name? You ever check on him?
It was Lola was her name.
That's okay. I the dog would have gotten a UTI because you didn't take it out because you were too depressed.
It would it was
Lola went to a good
dog
home.
back was
Lola
the
went to a
nicest
good
thing
home.
I could do for that dog. And I hope she's great now.
I think that she has and had, depending, a really good life.
Yes, you know what? I've honestly like never really thought like that. Thank you for saying.
I'm sure she found her forever family. And if you had kept her, she wouldn't have found her forever.
She would have been miserable. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, of course.
I kind of always am like, I shouldn't have done that.
It's okay.
I thought you were talking about Elle.
Oh no, that's when I kidnapped a dog. That was different.
You kidnapped a dog?
I kidnapped a dog.
There were like posters everywhere and
No. I just took a dog.
like-
I lived in Newport and I was drunk one night and I thought
You named her Elle like
11.
Elle.
Like 11. Stranger Things was just coming
Is
out.
Elle not ELLE?
No, for 11?
It's just EL.
Yeah, because it's short for 11.
Oh, when I read that, I think like El Presidente. You know, the margarita
Yeah. Or
Chili's.
the L in Chicago. For some reason, I always think of that. But yeah, I took her. I thought she was.
LI?
No, the L in Chicago
IL?
was just it's the EL, right? Because it's the elevated.
Oh, I guess I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's like their subway.
I thought you meant like Illinois. Yeah. No, I don't know what that is. It's okay. And that's my bad. And that's an L. That's an EL for Caroline. Yeah. Okay, keep going. What you're saying.
No, it was just like I came home drunk from the bar one night with some friends, and I don't know why. I must have been drunk, obviously, but I thought a dog was stranded. So I was like, oh, come with us. And we went to the beach, and we had fun. And
Fully had a collar on.
and then we played catch with the dog, and I brought her back to my apartment, and she slept in the apartment with us. And I woke up the next morning, and like banging on the door, and it was the next door neighbor, and he's like, "Do you see my dog?" And I was like, "Oh, I have her." And she was like, well, she was not mad. There might have been something where like she actually was out of the house. She was definitely out of the house. I didn't break into a house and steal her, but I was like, oh yeah, the dog's right here, and it went fine. It was there was no issue about it. But I was like, how did the dog get in here?
You also might have saved the dog's life, though.
Yeah, because like we were coming home after the bar. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, what the fuck was the dog doing outside?
Yeah, you kind of might have saved the dog's life because my dog, Max, he was my first dog, Angel in heaven, and he, I'll see him again one day.
Yes.
And he,
Francis said so.
yeah, I know, that was pretty cool of him, by the way. I'll see him in one day too. But Max, my first dog, he did live this, but he got hit by a car because he got out and he got hit by a car.
Did it kill him?
No, it just fucked up his hip.
Ooh.
He was okay. He was fine. It was really I think they were slowing down and hit him and it spun him around. It was minor. But so you might save that dog's life, yeah.
I'll take that credit. I brought the other. I saved both those dogs' lives.
I think you saved both those dogs' lives.
I'm like the
And if
biggest
you have
dog owner here.
Lola now, let us know.
Yeah, if you adopted Lola in Tallahassee,
And you're
Florida,
a bowler.
in 2007, hit me up.
You know, I'm having such a good time. I have to say something terrible. Well, first of all, everyone, W's in the chat for Feits for coming on Fishbowl because no one else was here.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm thrilled to be on.
I'm going to Europe for the first time today.
Oh shit! You said you had a flight, but I didn't know it was to Europe.
Have to leave now, sadly. But I mean,
you
you
headed?
could keep bowling by yourself if you want. I'm gonna go to Rome.
Nice. Okay, can like dead serious? Can I give you something you have to do?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to go to the Orange Grove.
I'll write it down.
Let me pull it up. It's not a big lift. It's just a public park. This is no joke. The coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's funny, every time I say I'm going somewhere, someone will tell me somewhere to go. Because we were just talking that I just saw Rosebud sent me a huge thing of Rome recommendations.
Really?
I was like,
this,
all right.
This is honestly it's right there. So write that down.
Oh, it's beautiful. Guys,
Caroline?
my Instagram pics are going to go so hard.
No, what you can't take an Instagram pic of this. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like honestly, I've never seen something like it. I've never lived something like it.
Okay, I'm excited.
So it's called the Giordano degli Aranci Park. That's obviously not how you say it, but that's the best I can do. But it's just Google Rome Orange Garden. And so there was a priest who loved oranges. And this is all outside his church. They planted an orange grove. I believe he was African.
I just brought a travel size orange perfume.
Oh, perfect. And the orange grove lines the backyard of the church. And when you're at the back of it, when you look forward, you can see St. Peter's Cathedral. And it's perfectly in between the orange trees.
Oh, wow.
Perfectly. It looks massive.
Beautiful.
Like in what's the Jim Carrey movie when he pulls the moon?
Yeah, that would be Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
It looks like they pulled the moon right to the front of the orange groves.
Wow.
But then as you continue
Sorry, I should have gotten you a water.
Then as you continue to walk, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And it ends up being just this little tiny thing in the landscape of Rome. But when you're at the back, it looks humongous.
So as you walk towards it, it gets smaller?
It gets smaller.
That's crazy.
Which doesn't work because the trees frame your eyes.
Oh.
And as you walk out, your eyes start to take in the rest of the frame.
Oh.
And it doesn't work if you walk it with a camera or if you walk it with a phone or something like that. The cameras it doesn't work like your eyes. So the camera immediately snuffs out and it makes it small.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
It's like this weird optical illusion that is, it takes 20 minutes. It's a very quick thing. You don't have to plan a day around it. It is really, really cool.
Well, it's my first time going to Europe. First time really like traveling. I'm going to go Rome, Barcelona.
Amazing.
And my sister lives in Barcelona. But I'm not going to be on my phone a lot. So let me know if I get fired.
Okay.
I made Hunger Games the musical. It'll be coming out next week. And I'll like clip that, I guess. But I'm like going to try to stay off my phone. But I'm really excited. So thank you for that recommendation. I'm really excited.
It's going to be awesome.
I think it's going to be
Rome,
really great.
I really, really like. And Barcelona, I went when I was very young. But Barcelona, I was like 12, and I was walking around.
Wow, that's young.
Going, this place would be fun when I get older.
Yeah.
So,
it's perfect now that we don't drink. We should go. Hell yeah. Wait, really quick. Under 60 seconds, someone asked, what's your opinion of Dante's Beach House performance? And Dante as a DJ in general.
Dante as a DJ, fantastic. Dante at the Beach House, fantastic. I texted him at one point that he was the star of the show.
Is that who you think is the star of the show objectively? Hand on the Bible?
No, objectively, I think it's Jackie because I'm
Hand
biased.
on the Saturday for the Boys flag?
hand on the side of the flag. It's Jackie. And then, but then I might put Dante too.
I think Jackie is Janny is the main plot line, so I would say that they're both the stars. Ella and Kadick, immediate comic relief as number 2s.
What's funny about this show, and I'm sorry, get up and leave whenever you have to.
No, it's okay, it's okay. I'm
The
having so much fun. I really wish I didn't have this fight.
yeah, cancel it.
I know, whatever. Hey, whatever.
The way I consume Barstool Beach House is basically just through Viva tweets. So I don't, and then I go to bed at like 11:30. So I miss the Ella and Kadick show, which I think is such a cool thing about like the Shore House that like I'm watching a completely different reality show.
It's the after party, yeah.
Like I don't go back and watch the stuff the night before, so like I kind of just see what's happening during the day, and it's just a totally different show than whatever the people see.
My favorite clips are when Peyton from behind the camera starts yelling.
Peyton is
Yelling at people like, social help, or like, Jackie, no, get off the bike, Ella, get off the bike. And I'm like, literally, like, those are my favorite clips.
Peyton is.
Especially
don't
when her
tell
hand
her I
gets
said
in it.
this, but she's probably my second favorite behind Jackie. Peyton's the fucking.
Really, really.
Don't tell her I said that.
Hey, no one clip this.
No one say
clip
Peyton.
it.
Don't let Peyton know.
Don't let
she's
Peyton
awesome.
know. No, she's great. She's great. I love Peyton. I think she's such a valuable part of this company. Also so impressed by the social team. Tara, her eyes were so red. Girl's not sleeping.
No.
Girl is not sleeping.
I feel bad. Tara had to wake me up a few times in
Incredible.
the surviving Barstool, so she's out there grinding.
Always, yeah. Well, if you want to keep bowling, I
Sure.
won't make you. I won't make you keep bowling.
I'll sit here. I don't care. How long does it go for? I'll keep talking.
No, it goes for like maybe 30, 15 more minutes. It's okay. It's okay. I feel
All
like
right.
we've taken too much of your time. Well, this was amazing. You were so easy to talk to.
Thank you so much. So
And
are you.
hey, you're likable on screen. You're likable in person too.
Probably is the most we've ever talked.
All right. Well, no. Do you remember we went to that ski house?
Oh, yeah. Ski House and KFC Radio.
Sorry, I low-key thought we were close. No. I feel
we
like
didn't talk for
chatted.
like 45 minutes straight. At any
I feel like we just maybe haven't. We don't really like. I don't see you always.
Yeah.
But always great chatting to you. And anything else?
No, this is great. Thank you so much. Enjoy
Thank you.
Europe.
Appreciate it. Okay. Bye.